NBA superstars who hate each other. In the NBA world, personalities clash, egos collide, and sometimes superstars downright hate each other. It's not always the case, but it's not rare either. Stick around to find out NBA superstars who hate each other. Starting with a social media beef turned rivalry between Lonzo Ball and Kuzma. The thing with this pair is that their beef started out playful, so most people couldn't tell whether it was real or not. But it was real alright. So real, it led to a diss track.
Who are you without ZO2? Just another dude with a bunch of tattoos.
Lonzo and Kyle are both on the same team, the Los Angeles Lakers.
Great. Light-skinned brothers, that must be the connective unit we have. And he keeps getting me assists.
Before becoming teammates, these two were practically strangers. Ball couldn't even remember anything about Kuzma's college days. According to Ball, Kuzma didn't really stand out back then.
What was the scouting report on Kuzma in college?
College, he wasn't that good, to be honest. I don't even remember him when we played him, but now I'm happy he's on my team.
Ball might have meant it harmlessly, but it kicked off a series of playful jabs between them that soon turned into harsher, more regular insults.
This dude ain't got no house manners. Yo, get a plate.
What is this?
No, for your waffle.
It even got personal, with Kuzma posting a picture on Twitter poking fun at Ball's younger brother's incident in China. Now, Kuzma crossed the line, and this seriously annoyed Ball. But considering the fact that he has a Player Hater of the Year award, it's pretty on brand, not gonna lie. But what's even crazier was Ball's revenge. Man legit released a whole diss track. Now, if you think Ball might have just been trying out his rapping skills, the diss track was actually named Kuzma. But for a diss track by a basketball player, it wasn't half bad. Lonzo threw some serious shade, even taking a shot at Kuzma's biological father, which was a bit much since Kuzma has never met him. Yup, they fought dirty. Their social media fight got so intense that Lakers management had to step in and tell them to chill out. Luckily, they listened, but with a twist. Kuzma and Ball kept up the trash talk, focusing on basketball and leaving family out of it. Oh well, could have been worse. Although the hate between Chris Paul and Rajon Rondo was definitely worse. We're talking physical fights worse. These guys really couldn't stand each other, and it all started way back in 2008. In 2008, Chris Paul and Rondo both wanted the same spot on the Team USA Olympic roster. Chris Paul got it, Rajon Rondo didn't, and boom, it was a pretty steamy beef. Honestly, it's pretty good entertainment. In 2009, Rondo upped the ante by taunting Paul, saying he'd never win a ring. Not nice, Rondo. Things got so heated the referees had to step in, and even Paul Pierce had to break it up. Fast forward to 2018, and the taunts and jabs were no longer just words. They were full-on punches. It was total chaos. In a match between the Lakers and Rockets, these two got physical, and their fight led to suspensions and fines. Rondo got suspended for 3 games.
Best for me not to talk about the situation. It is what it is. You guys see I have 3 games, and I look forward to getting back and helping my team on this weekend.
And Paul had to sit out for 2.
Well, I got put in a situation where I got suspended. So.
Weirdly, this was their first fight. Despite how long they've been fighting, this was the first time they actually threw down on the court.
It's hot now. Paul punches a throw. Paul and Rondo throwing punches.
Not gonna lie, it's surprising they managed to hold back for so long, given how much they hated each other. Moving on to Joakim Noah and LeBron James. These two didn't like each other at all, and that's putting it mildly. The beef between these two has been up and down, and it started in 2009 when LeBron was with the Cleveland Cavaliers. In 2010, LeBron and Noah got into a pretty heated argument during a game. Noah wasn't impressed with LeBron's dance moves after getting fouled while the Cavs were beating the Bulls. After the game, Noah decided to diss Cleveland with a casual "Cleveland really sucks" during the 2009 season. This wasn't the end though. Even when LeBron was with the Miami Heat, Noah was still throwing shade. Gotta admire his dedication. He declared, "We don't like the Miami Heat, and it always feels good to beat them." Something about their squad being Hollywood as hell.
They're Hollywood as hell, but they're still very good.
Nah, y'all know LeBron has never been one to shy away. Dude fired back, calling Noah's trash talk disrespectful and advising him to watch his mouth. On the court, these two players exchanged more than just trash talk. Their matchups were packed with hard fouls, tough plays, and intense physicality. Their hate for each other got so much worse during the 2013 and 2015 playoffs. The trash talking and physicality escalated so much that they both ended up with double technical fouls.
And they turned him over. Westbrook against Embiid, and Embiid clobbers him. Lands on top of.
Russell Westbrook and Joel Embiid have one of the most intense beefs in the NBA. Seriously, it's pretty crazy. It all started in December 2017 during a game between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Steven Adams fouled out with just a little over 2 minutes left in the third overtime, so Embiid waved him goodbye. Seems pretty harmless, but it wasn't. It got both the home crowd and a lot of the players on the Thunder team a little bit mad. The Thunder won the game 119 to 117.
Robertson layup. This time he banks it home with 9.6 remaining.
And as a little revenge, Westbrook waved off Embiid, basically telling him to go home. Since then, these guys have turned up the heat. In another game, Embiid drove to the lane and absolutely embarrassed Westbrook with a huge dunk, barely breaking eye contact the entire time. During an All-Star game, Embiid nailed a deep three on Westbrook late in the quarter. Westbrook was out for revenge real quick and tried to catch Embiid off guard on the next possession, but it didn't go too well for him. You'd think being on the same All-Star team would help matters, but NBA players don't do things halfway. When asked about playing together, Embiid said he was cool with working things out, but Westbrook just brushed it off with a "next question, champ" to the reporter.
You and Russ going to be able to get along in the same team?
On the same team, I'm willing to walk it out.
Going to be able to get along with Joel as your teammate for one night?
Next question, champ.
In 2019, Embiid fouled hard on Westbrook. Westbrook kind of lost it and had to be held back by his teammates. Things were tense. After the game, Westbrook made it clear they were still not on good terms.
You guys are cool? Fuck no.
And Embiid quipped that Westbrook always seemed to be in his feelings.
Why he was mad, I have no idea, but he's always in his feelings, so I have no idea.
We gotta say though, sometimes their beef seems pretty one-sided because in the 16 games they've played against each other, Embiid has won 12 times, while Westbrook has won only 4 times. Nobody knows exactly how their feud began, but most folks think it kicked off back in 2019 when Giannis snagged the MVP from Harden. When they first met, Giannis was a fresh-faced rookie looking to carve out his place, while Harden was already a seasoned star. It was like they clashed from day one, with Harden giving Giannis a rough time in one of their earliest meetups. Fast forward a few years, and both these dudes had become absolute legends. They were the kings of their teams, and that's when things went into overdrive. In January 2019, Giannis accidentally smacked Harden in the head during a game. Sure, he said sorry, but with their history, maybe it wasn't so accidental. And then, to add insult to injury, Giannis swooped in and snagged the MVP right out from under him. Ouch. Harden and the Rockets were not about to let it slide. They made it loud and clear that they believed Giannis didn't deserve that MVP. Harden didn't mince words either, dropping some subtle digs at Antetokounmpo in interviews.
For the entire year, I don't even want to get into the details, but all I can do is control what I can do, and I went out there and did what I was supposed to do at a high level. You know what I'm saying? The season probably, it's only a few other seasons that anybody's ever done that before.
It was like throwing shade was their new favorite activity.
But I wish I could just run and with 7 feet and run and just dunk. Like that takes no skill at all. I gotta actually learn how to play basketball, how to have skill, you know?
Not so subtle, Harden. But Giannis wasn't about to back down. When he got the chance to pick his all-star team, he chose Kemba Walker over Harden. He explained it by saying he wanted someone who'd share the ball, which, let's be honest, was kind of a dig at Harden's playing style. After that showdown, things between them cooled off a bit, but don't get it twisted, they're not exactly best friends. However, in 2022, Giannis put an end to any lingering beef, even dropping the bombshell in an interview that he's got a signed jersey from James Harden. Looks like they've at least buried the hatchet, even if they're not hitting up each other's parties anytime soon. Let's wrap things up. The Draymond Green and Jordan Poole beef. Unless you were under a rock in 2022, you'd have heard about Draymond Green throwing a punch at his teammate Jordan Poole, right? Why'd he do it? Well, nobody's quite sure, but it seems like Poole might have said something that ticked Green off, and then bam, sucker punch. Green dropped a hint later on that there had been some serious behind-the-scenes drama cooking for a while. Dialogue, of course, happens over time, and you usually ain't just triggered by something that fast, to that degree. Green said, "This is a team. Ain't nobody on my team triggering me in an instant. We know stuff that you don't say amongst men. We know things that you have to stand on." Despite several tries by head coach Steve Kerr to patch things up by suggesting Green take Poole out to dinner, Green just wasn't having it. Plus, the tension between Green and Poole made things super awkward for the whole team, and it definitely took a toll. The defending champs ended up just a shadow of their former selves during that season, with a lackluster 44-38 record. The fact that Golden State didn't come down hard on Green just made things worse for Poole. The Dubs ended up trading Jordan Poole to the Washington Wizards, possibly in a bid to keep Draymond Green. But you can bet Poole won't be thrilled about how he was treated after the incident. Don't hold your breath for these former teammates to patch things up anytime soon. Looks like the hatchet will stay unburied for a while longer. Which of these beefs do you think is the wildest? Are there other NBA players that hate each other? Let us know in the comments section, and enjoy our other videos.